Hello everybody, this is Kirby over yonder, and a common argument I hear with reboots, remakes, revivals, etc. is that you shouldn't compare it to the original and just see it as its own thing. This argument is often used by the supporters of a reboot that other people aren't as supportive of. Also, from now on, I'm using the term reboot as an umbrella term for reboots, remakes, revivals, etc. Personally, I think this argument is stupid and I want to combat it. My first point here is that reboots were made to be compared to the original. Companies make these reboots because they know that audiences are nostalgic for the original property. They want you to say, oh, I remember this from my childhood, I want to see this. If they didn't want you to say this, then they just make a new property. It's completely fair for someone to look at a reboot and say, man, this pales in comparison to the original. I mean, it's not like people can just erase the original property from their heads. They still remember that it exists and that they could be watching a better version of what they're currently watching. And that's the thing too. I can forgive an awful TV show or movie if it's at least something new and creative and something I've never seen before. But if you're just taking someone else's property, then yeah, it better be good, because otherwise it just feels like a waste of time. Another thing that really bothers me about this argument is the aspect of people being told what to do. Everyone has their own specific style of reviewing things. Yeah, I'm sure there are people that just judge a reboot by how good it is, without comparing it to the original at all. And I will admit that there is merit to doing that, and there's nothing wrong with it at all. However, not everyone is like that. Some people just like comparing reboots to the original. That's just how they review things. And just like not comparing the reboot to the original at all, this is perfectly fine. People are allowed to review things however they want. And by saying, no, you can't compare it to the original, you're taking away their creative expression. I'm not saying you can't argue any of their actual points, however, to say that they just can't compare it to the original at all, well, that's basically just telling them, hey, shut up. Yeah, this is a shut up argument. The type of argument where the person saying it doesn't actually care about your opinion and just wants to let you know that they're right and you're wrong. And in my opinion, those types of arguments should not be tolerated. And my third argument against this is that it sends Hollywood a message. By comparing reboots to the original, we are telling Hollywood that we won't stand for lazy reboots of stuff that we enjoyed as kids. It tells them that they should either create new properties or make better reboots that don't just retread what the original already did. Yes, even if nobody listens to us, even if the reboots still make a ton of money, even if they keep making reboots for decades and centuries into the future, this should still be known. Because maybe, just maybe, we can raise the standard for reboots just a little bit. If anything, I encourage y'all to be extra critical of a reboot. Please compare a reboot to its original. And if you don't like comparing reboots to the original, then that's perfectly fine too. Just don't look down on the people that do. But hey, if y'all disagree with me and think that there actually are good reasons to use this argument, then please let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. Kirby, out.